Regardless, look. If you're looking to make a difference in the world, this is still the place. It may be a while before the public gets a taste, but here's where it all starts.
I like doors. I still do love the music in this.
She's working.
Thank you again for having me here. I'm learning so much already.
Oh, this is me, isn't it?
Yep.
Fitting in well, I take it.
Congratulations, Sam. You're the only other girl here, and Hannah already has the main character, so every time a woman shows up, you get to talk.
I said my line.
Okay.
We'll introduce you to the main project on Monday. Do keep the confidentiality in mind.
I'll be ready.
I love walking through non-dimensional spaces.
I'm home.
Hey, how was work?
Not bad for a first week. I think I'm getting a hang of it. What you making there?
Oh, just you wait. For the most amazing carrot cake you'll ever eat.
Like how their TV is just on boxes.
I mean, look at that. Look at the cute little things they do in their home. He brings her, I think that's pancakes in bed or something.
Oh, is that the carrot
Or
cake?
going back to wait. Maybe that is carrot cake.
That might be the most amazing carrot cake he ever made.
Mm-hmm. Oh, cat. Ate fish.
Gobble gobble.
Senor Clegg?
Pretty sure I'm not Clegg, am I?
Yeah, you're Clegg.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm Clegg.
Yeah, Louis Clegg.
Oh, Louis Clegg.
Dr. Louis Clegg.
Well, I'm pretty sure I found the issue. Mind staying a bit longer to run some tests?
Sure, I'm here to help.
I mean, it's already 8 p.m. and my husband's waiting for me at home, but I'm here to help.
Carrot cake.
Hey, sorry I'm back late.
Everything okay?
Yeah, there are always issues to fix, but we'll get through it.
Of course. They got you. I'll go heat up dinner.
The interface module is still behind schedule, although we are making progress.
Seb.
Oh. But the investors are expecting a demo. Are you sure it'll be ready by the next visit?
Yeah, we'll make it.
Or I'll die trying. By the way, have you thought more about the residence offer
cool. Not cool, Sam.
I didn't realize what I said until you guys
Start reacting.
Yeah, I'm like, oh.
No spoilers, people. We don't want them to know about Quincy's untimely end. I mean, oops.
Like, yes.
We even have a vacant room ready for you. Everything will surely be easier that way.
If you have a dead husband. Just think about it. Consider it. Dead husband. Free room. You can even claim the life insurance.
Sorry I'm so late again. I had to.
Now's your chance, Lenry. Quickly. It's your chance.
I'm trying to think. There's a point where, well, I was gonna say, maybe a conversation for after the game, but yeah, it just kind of reminds me of a conversation that somebody had with DJ.
Well, regulations be damned, but progress is progress. Still, you sure you want to demo this next week?
Yes. It's an honor, really. It's come a long way. I'm glad I could be a part of this.
And that's just so sad.
Shoot. I forgot it was today.
I do love that it's kind of the inversion of like the spouse who spends too much time at work, where instead of it being the husband, it is the wife. But it also is like so understandable about why she is the way she is on this.
I've heard situations like this as a real mixed bag.
Well, yeah, if it's real, it is much more sad and everything, because, yeah, like, of course they're working to try and get stuff done and everything, but at the same time...
It is partially this reason why I am really against, like, a house husband or a housewife.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, like, I've brought this up to people I know who are married and have kids, and they're like, yeah, I would agree with you if I didn't have a kid. But, like, the moment I did, there was nobody I wanted around my child other than me or my spouse. So the concept of not having the concept of not having one of us at home all the time was just unfathomable.
Mm-hmm.
And I just find this whole thing weird, because I really, I don't personally think I could be a house husband, and I don't really think I could be in a relationship with somebody who wanted to be a housewife. Then again, I don't have a kid, so, I don't know if that'll change.
Well, I will say, I came from a family where both parents worked. I spent quite a bit of time either with, daycare programs or by myself at home when I was older. So, that's the thing, is if both parents are working, if the child is self-sufficient enough, it can work out. If the child is not self-sufficient, then you can take them to, a daycare or something. There's benefits to having a parent be at home. There's benefits to having both parents working. It's just one of those things where it really depends on the family and their needs.
Yeah, it seems like kind of a damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of situation.
Yeah.
Well, it's also an issue we have with American work culture.
Oh, of course.
Which, speaking of that, did you hear about the new bill that they're trying to pass?
Oh, the 32-hour work week one?
Yeah.
I would be interested in seeing that one if it did get through.
Same. Especially because, 32-hour work weeks without dropping the maximum hours per week, and I get paid hourly, so all of the overtime I'd start bringing in out of nowhere.
That's true. Definitely would improve your quality of life at the very least.
Oh, yeah. You're talking about...
Unless they did add in the maximum.
Then,
time.
I'm not happy about that.
Yeah.
Which I hear a lot of people talking about the fact that, it's really going to harm, mom and pop businesses, but I don't see how.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know many mom and pop businesses that hire people for 40 hours a week. Unless, it's Jim who's worked there since he was 12.
Mm-hmm.
But, normally mom and pop, hires teenagers and whatnot. And because they're teenagers, they don't have the time to work their full 40-hour weeks.
I was even going to point out, like, from my own family, we actually had a auto repair shop, and so my grandparents did have multiple employees that weren't like teenagers, because you don't want a teen handling auto repair. But I mean, the thing is, they would have been able to handle a shift in how the work hours were. It would have hurt them, sure, but like that's the thing is they did very well with their business still, even as was. And they made sure their employees were well compensated because, well, they ran a decent business. And it's one of those things where I guess I don't have as much sympathy if you're going to tell me, like, oh, well, the mom and pop shop couldn't handle this or that. And, well, then, yeah, they probably shouldn't have been running that business.
Yeah, it's what I keep saying about the restaurant industry. I'm like, I know so many restaurants that do that when everyone's like, no one can get decent labor these days. I'm like, all the restaurants I like can get decent labor. You know why? They pay their workers and take care of them and give them PTO, and like, it's amazing what happens.
If your business can't function without basically screwing over your own employee, you probably aren't running a good business.
Yeah, I love when people are like, man, we treat our well, now that you think of it, I was gonna say like the joke, oh my god, I have the hiccups again, this sucks. We treat our employees like family, and you absolutely treat them like shit. And I was like, well, technically speaking, most families in America are dysfunctional.
Yeah, but they don't always go for that level of dysfunction. Like, it's different types. And I'm not even gonna, I would say I would probably disagree with you about the dysfunctional family thing, but either way, I wanted to also wrap up this episode here. So that way we could possibly actually talk about what I want to talk about off camera.
Yeah.
So if anyone has anything last to say, feel free to say it now or forever hold your peace.
It's kind of fun replaying it, knowing what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was thinking that was going to be sad because like there are story beats that we're missing. There are story beats that we're not building up the emotion to as much.
Mm-hmm.
But there are also story beats like we know what's going to happen, and so it makes these moments of like how Linry's responding to her work, how her spouse is responding to taking care of her, and struggling with that. It makes those story beats all the more powerful.
Yeah.
In a way, because we know what's going to happen. And then I don't know, because I actually do want to be a stay-at-home dad, and so it's such a like Hannah and I remember when we played this game. That's the story beat that's kind of lost because when we first played this game, I was like, "Oh, you poor baby," because there are definitely times where I'm like, "Hannah, your work will get done at some point. I want us to have dinner together, right? Like you can go do that later. We need to like exist together." And Hannah's actually was very good at that, in fairness. Very good at being like, oh, okay, I'll give you time. But, like, there are definite moments when it's like that. So it's like, oh, this moment.
Mm-hmm.
Gets why I'm hugging her. But she's here and she goes.
All right. Any last thoughts before we wrap up?
Hannah's
I mean, the only thing I can think of off the top of my head is, granted, I'm not the token relationship boy here, so feel free for every one of you to contradict me, but it sounds like, generally, if you want a relationship to work well, talk to each other.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah, that's a pretty good conclusion to make.
In movies, you so often see someone to please someone else that they eventually implode, right? And so that's, talk to each other. Be like, hey, feeling left out. Or hey,
whatever,
I know you have work. I know you have work, so, like, I don't want to get in the way, but, like, what do you need me to do?
Mm-hmm. All right, well, last call for last thoughts, since Sam, you're now on deaf and actually hear the call.
Waiting for you guys to finish, because I'm like, can we just move on?
Alright, well then, I'm gonna call it here, so say goodbye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.